What's going on, diehard football fans? The Reality back at it again for the Week 6 pick predictions. Now, if you guys are already subscribed, thank you so much. If not, click that subscribe button right now. Click that bell, turn on all notifications. If you guys are subscribed and don't have your notifications turned on yet, do that. And let's get into the video. And if you're risky, boom, give me a thumbs up. Bam. Or you can wait for later. All right, let's get into it. As of right now, the Power Rankings video is uploading, so if you guys are watching this one and haven't seen that one yet, make sure you go check it out. First game, we got the Jags, right? They won 24-0 like 2-3 weeks ago against the Colts. But this time, the Colts are home. And the Colts last time had, I think, their 3 best players on each side of the ball not play. This time, it's different. You got to expect the Colts can pull this one off. The Jags just lost to the Texans. The Colts just played the Broncos in a game where there was only 7 field goals and no touchdowns. Oh my gosh. Who knows what will happen there? Okay. Now, we got the Patriots. They got Jacoby Myers back. And they seem to be playing better under Bailey Zappi. They just shut out the high-powered offense of the Detroit Lions. The Browns started off 14-0 against the Chargers and let the Chargers come all the way back to win. The Browns are collapsing the same way the Ravens are. The Ravens collapsed against the Bills and the Dolphins. The Browns have now collapsed against the Patriots and the Jets. And what's crazy is that's 2 AFC North teams that collapsed against all 4 AFC East teams. Weird how that stuff happens, right? Now, with the high-powered offense, or I should just say the rushing attack between Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, I'm going to go with the Browns here. Their defenses are equally good. Jacoby Myers or Jacoby Brissett. It's Jacoby versus Jacoby. So, where was I going with this? Belichick might be able to, come up with some systems to really make Jacoby Brissett struggle. This is a revenge game, right? Jacoby Brissett started as a Patriot. The Patriots, like I said, they just were able to shut down, made the Detroit Lions put up a goose egg, right? They got Jacoby Myers back, but they're losing Damian Harris. Ty Montgomery is still on IR. The only running back they're going to really have is Ramondre Stevenson. I don't know who the second string running back is, but my gut tells me that the Browns are the better team, so we're sticking with the Browns. But, man, these first 2, anything can happen. Speaking of anything can happen, going on to this next game, right? I'm going to give you guys a little sneak preview. This is my 1 and 2 team right now of the Power Rankings. This is the AFC Championship game rematch. Or no, it was just the divisional game rematch. It was the AFC Championship game 2 years ago, I believe. And we have new overtime rules now. I don't even know if that actually became official or not. But, yeah, the Bills couldn't get it done against the Chiefs. The Chiefs are home, and I'm going to pick the Chiefs here, guys. But the Bills look insane. You got to believe from last year, the Chiefs got worse and the Bills got better, right? So the Bills should win this game, but the Chiefs always find a way. They ended up losing to the Colts, who are really not that good. They almost lost to the Raiders. The Bills almost lost to the Ravens. They did lose to the Dolphins. any given Sunday. That's why we love football so much. Now, the Chargers, they just beat the Browns. The Chargers have always been pretty high-powered, and the Broncos kind of suck. This is a division game, but gotta pick the Chargers here. The Texans, the Titans, the Raiders, and the Lions are all on bye weeks this week. When the Lions come back from a bye, they will be getting DeAndre Swift back. And, the Raiders and the Texans and the Lions, I think, they all have one win. I believe the Titans have 2 or 3. Yeah, the Titans have 3 wins now. But the Texans, the Lions, and the Raiders all have 1 win. So, yikes. Their bye week is only going to hurt them in the sense of, other teams that win are just going to have a bigger lead on them. Now, we got the Jets, who have been pretty good this year. Well, better than people thought, right? They're 3-2 with a win against the Packers. They would move into first place over the Bills if the Chiefs beat the Bills. The Jets and Bills would both have a 4-2 record, and the Jets would have a win over the Patriots, I believe, and the Bills have a loss to the Dolphins. So, by tiebreaker, that puts the Jets in the number 2 seed in the AFC. And just saying that the possibility is crazy because it's something that would be talked about on sports stations all week long. But we're going with Green Bay. Green Bay is home. Aaron Rodgers just lost to the Giants. I don't think he wants to lose to 2 New York teams back-to-back. I still got to have some respect for the Packers. Both of these teams are 3-2. Only one can come out the winner. And as you see, we're going with like a little home team trend so far. Up next, we got the Bengals. They just played a pretty pathetic game against the Ravens. They swept the Ravens in blowout fashion last year, and they had their opportunity to win. But they squandered it over to the Ravens, and Justin Tucker, he seems to be the big headline all week long. The Saints, without Jameis Winston, without Michael Thomas, were able to put the Seahawks away in a high-scoring 39-32 game. I don't even know. I thought that game would be totally different. Geno Smith is all of a sudden a whole new animal. It seems like he's a better quarterback than Russell Wilson is. The Seahawks are actually able to put up points, and it's just pretty insane considering everything. I thought the Saints had a pretty good defense, but Geno and that Seattle offense was able to put up 32 points. They did have a lead for, I think, most of the game. The Saints eventually came back on the shoes of Taysom Hill with 3 rushing touchdowns, 1 from 60 yards out. And just based on a points per game, I mean, Alvin Kamara came back last week. Michael Thomas and Jameis Winston are supposed to be coming back this week, at least Michael Thomas. And you gotta think that the Saints will win this game. Now, coming in to the season, the Ravens were one of the most definite games on the Giants' schedule that you're like, we're gonna lose. We can't beat them. But based on the Ravens' performance against Cincinnati and the Giants' performance against Green Bay, the Giants are 4-1. The Ravens are 3-2. The Giants are home. The Giants are supposed to be getting more healthy. We're going to have Leo come back I believe, and he is the heart and soul of stopping the run and forcing Lamar to throw. Bad things happen. Hopefully, Landon Collins will be making his return. I don't know what I believe Aaron Robinson is like out for the season. And I don't know if Adoree Jackson's playing. I think we desperately do need him to play because without him, I mean, we don't really have many corners. Lake stepped up and was really good in the Green Bay game once Adoree Jackson went down. But you got to think we are riding momentum, and our confidence has to be through the roof. Brian Daboll as a head coach is proving to be pretty amazing. I fully believe, the Giants, they held the Green Bay Packers to 0 points in the second half. Offensively, that is, we purposely gave them a safety at the end to try to do some clock management stuff or whatever. We held Green Bay to 20. The Ravens only put 20 up against the Bengals. The Giants are clearly the better team this season, and I am supposed to be there live for this game. Unfortunately, I have to either sell my ticket or just lose it, not be able to go. I have work. Nobody can cover my shift, unfortunately. But I hope those Giants fans are loud and losing their mind and helping the defense out. We're going with the Giants. Now, this next game is without a doubt going to break the home team cycle. Kenny Pickett is god-awful on a god-awful team. Without TJ Watt, the defense has crumbled. Offense can't really get anything together. Once again, Mitch Trubisky basically gets benched for no good reason. Just like when he was on the Bears. And on the other side of the ball, you got Tom Brady and Mike Evans, and you know the deal. We're not even talking about this game anymore. The Bucs are winning. Put your house on it. Here we got the Vikings against the Dolphins. If Teddy Bridgewater is the quarterback, I am a Teddy Bridgewater fan, but I do believe the Vikings will get the win. Now, if Tua plays, I really want to give this win to the Dolphins. But who knows what he's going to be like coming off of this really scary injury. Tua has been playing really, really good this season. But the Vikings at 4-1 aren't necessarily pushovers. The only team they've lost to is the Eagles, who are 5-0. And if that holds any weight, that means the Vikings might be the second best team in the league right now. So, I mean, the Vikings barely beat the Lions, I believe, right? They beat Green Bay pretty good in week 1. They just barely beat the Bears. But Vikings are coming out strong. They're 3-0 in their division already. 4-1 in the league. Got to put some respect on the Vikings here. I do like the Dolphins. But for pick's sake, going with the Vikings. Next, the first game of the week, Thursday night game. I'm just going to go right away and pick the Bears. I thought the Bears would be the worst team in the league this year, but they're coming out. They're exceeding expectations. Washington's been pretty bad. The Bears are home. This game could go to anybody. I know I'm a Giants fan and I shouldn't be rooting for the Commanders, but they only got one win on the season. And I want the Bears to freaking finish with the worst record. I actually bet on it. So, but I also have a personal bet with my buddies right now that the Bears are going to win this game. So I'm pretty torn, but either way, no matter what the outcome is, I guess I'll be whatever about it. I mean, this is a totally horrible game. Should have never been put into primetime in the first place. I understand why. I mean, Justin Fields versus the guy on their defense there. I can't remember his name right now. I don't even know if he's playing. He's probably hurt. But yeah, the guy that the Giants were supposed to purposely lose for to draft at, yeah, he hasn't even, aside his rookie season, hasn't really come out to be that good, right? So Falcons are home. I think I picked the Falcons earlier in the week to win this game. The Falcons almost beat the Bucks, right? They were robbed of the opportunity to try. And if they had Cordero Patterson, I would definitely think that they had the ability to. San Fran lost Nick Bosa, so Mariota will have an easier time. And San Fran's been hot. I picked the Panthers last week because I thought San Fran was struggling on the road. So here they have another game on the road, and I think the Falcons so far this year are a way better team than the Panthers. I mean, they almost beat the Rams. They almost beat the Bucks. We're going to go with the Falcons here. And you got to think, man, what the Falcons could have been if they had Calvin Ridley this year. Next, we're going to go with the Cardinals. Even though Seattle's been amazing this year, Cardinals just barely lost to the Eagles. I don't know. I just know that once they get DeAndre Hopkins back next week, I'm probably going to pick the Cardinals every week. I love DeAndre Hopkins. I love the Cardinals. They're a really good team. And they've managed to get a couple W's without D-Hop. Like, they could have had one or two. The one loss that they had was convincing, but now this next game right here, this is pretty insane. So we got the Rams, who are struggling on offense because their whole playbook is just give it to Cooper Kupp. The Panthers, they're struggling on offense. The Panthers just fired their coach, and they are without Baker Mayfield. So that alone, with the Rams being home, I don't see a way the Rams lose this game. I think the game that I'm most iffy about actually picking right now is the Falcons and Niners, because I have the Niners as the third best team in the league right now. So I shouldn't be picking the Falcons, but I just like the chance of the upset. I'd like to see the upset. I feel like the game can go either way because the Falcons, they play hard. They come close to these wins, and they end up losing, just like the Lions and the Chargers do. So this game can go either way. This game can go either way. It would be so crazy if the Jets win. Obviously, the Ravens-Giants can go either way. I think the Vikings-Dolphins can go either way. Chiefs-Bills, Patriots-Browns, Jags-Colts. We have a lot of great football this week. And with that being said, we have the 5-0 Philadelphia Eagles hosting the Dallas Cowboys. Now, this game is really interesting. Not only is it Sunday Night Football, not only is it a division game, it's probably the most important division game of the season so far. Two of the actual best teams when looking at record, especially from the same division. The winner of this game will be in first place of the NFC East. And last but not least, it'll either be the Eagles' first loss of the season or Cooper Rush's first loss of his career. Now, because I am a Giants fan, I'm rooting for the Cowboys in this game because if the Giants beat the Ravens and the Cowboys beat the Eagles, there will be a three-way tie for first place in the NFC East. The bad news is the Cowboys will go up to a 3-0 record in the division. Now, I'm pretty confident that everybody's going to sweep the Commanders. So, think the Cowboys as 4-0 in the division. The Eagles is 3-1 in the division, and the Giants are 2-1 in the division. All three of these teams are most likely going to make the playoffs. They're set and ready in position for wild card spots. The actual winner of this division, it's going to be based off the division games. So the Giants are going to have to get the Cowboys back on Thanksgiving night, and they're going to have to at least split with the Eagles. It's going to be crazy, especially in the crazy scenario if the Cowboys, Eagles, and Giants all finish with a 4-2 division record. The NFC beast this year is fun and exciting to watch. But that wraps it up for the picks this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I earned your like. If I did, go click it right now. Boom, hit the like. Comment. Let me know what you agree with, what you disagree with this week. Also, let me know what your favorite team is. I really want to know and engage with the fans of the channel. I want to make this a big family-oriented group. You know, we are all diehard football fans together. And last but not least, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please click that subscribe button. Turn on all notifications so you always get updated when I post the video. And last but not least, you are a diehard football fan. That means you have diehard football friends. Please share the video with one or more of them and let them do the same thing. Let them check out The Reality and his opinions, and they can subscribe to the channel. They can like the video. They can drop a comment and share. And last time I checked, we're at 59, trying to get up to that first 100. And let's just do the best we can, guys. Thank you all so much. I love everybody that loves me. Till next time, forever The Reality. Peace.